What's up, guys? Welcome to Wasted Space, and we're back on the Rim with the second half of the kind of weirdly cut episode 30. So this is episode 31, but we're literally picking straight back up again from where the Manhunters had just decided to leave us alone. Turrets are all off, spring's begun, Max is still angry with me, but he's also asleep. And in my experience, people tend not to go nuts when they're also asleep. Are we doing a job of collecting... really need Drang's bedroom set up, don't we? But at the same time, I'm actually running low on time in the episode as well. Blimmin' hell. So, power, yeah, I can just deconstruct everything visible there. That's cool. So, 7 down. That doesn't look right again. Because that's where the walls should be, but that doesn't fit properly. Oh well. Such massive bedrooms my colonists get. And then, eventually, this is going to do the same. But at the moment, makes no sense whatsoever. We're going to want to vent this through completely, I suspect. Although, are we going to double side these? Don't know. Still Max, still Drang asleep in the fridge. Where, I wonder, is Deadweight sleeping? Because he also does not have a bed. I suppose we could temporarily convert some of the prisoner rooms over. These are going to be freezing. Yep. I just got a glimpse of someone leaving trading range, and I suspect that I got way too distracted when I was busy trying to kill boar and didn't notice that there was a trader I could have made use of. They're going to do loads of work on that big thing out there. We're starting to run low on sandstone again, so I should really be finding more to haul in, like that whole bunch there, that bunch there. Party! Why is Amber throwing a party? No. But this is good. This should cheer Max up, assuming he comes. How you doing, man? Joy, beauty. Yep. Stuff breaking down left, right, and centre. Finally, some of this stuff got done, so let's start filling in the mess. And there's meat again. There is pig in the fridge. Although we're coming round. Apparently there's also a plane right outside the window. Apparently we're coming round to that time of year again where we get to eat meat and nicer meals than just the simple ones that we have to deal with through the winter. Oh no, we do have a couple of finds still. I suppose they're coming up now. Look at all these things break down. This is just Cass saying, ha ha. Yeah, heating, it's cold in there, but I wonder if maybe there's a break. Of course it's cold in there, because you just put vents into here, and they haven't actually finished the outside. Although what I could do, thinking about it, in the time being, rather than prioritise, is clear no roof area and bring this indoors. And this should start venting internally. Although I've now done that, which of course is then going to block those vents and probably make this room really quite hot. Yes it is. Yes it is. I want to double side these rooms is the thing. Because it's just, as I said, it's just so much more of an efficient layout. So this one would be kind of there in theory. Outside areas taking a while. I guess as soon as this is done, what I'm going to have to do is make that back into no roof again temporarily, because it'll just get way too warm in there. Like, way too warm. That's hot ore, right? Yeah, that's hot ore. We out of metal? No, we're not. Not quite. Not quite. Cool, so it's improving. Drang is now sleeping outside. That heater now on? Yeah, it is. Cool. In which case, colonists and colonists, just for the time being. Give them somewhere to actually sleep. Oh, an eclipse. Do we have enough power in the batteries? Probably. Probably when you've actually got all the geothermals connected up like they should be. It helps. Sensory mechanites, nickel and hot ore. Nice. Sight, hearing, talking, manipulation. Because technically, this actually makes hot ore considerably better. So I'd like it to be so that we can keep it. He doesn't need any other med. Yeah, so for now, I'm going to leave that untreated. Because it makes hot ore vaguely useful. He's still slow, I suppose. But, yeah, it's better than nothing. Did mention that I was going to start doing this as soon as it became an option. Oh, nice. Now, one of these rooms is done. So now I can just stick a door on this and we can put some furniture inside, as you would expect. Lights and a floor. We're not going to be able to smooth that, are we? So what we go for? What are we doing for marble? Pretty rubbish on all of them. Screw it, I'll do marble in here, and then if that becomes a problem we can just go and grab some more chunks later. This is going remarkably well. Slightly surprised by that. Radish is off to where? All the way down there, just for metal. Are they? Is there none any closer? Damn. I think I'm going to. Oh, that's fine. So that's this one, isn't it? I think I might suspend the smelt metal from slag on that, because wow, I don't want them going the entire way across the map to get that done. Thank you very much. And what we could be doing is getting some of the materials back out of some of the other stuff. Busy smelting down all of the sharp bladed melee weapons instead. Have they managed to get themselves stuck in anywhere? Wow, they did that alright. Although, to be fair, I am doing this intentionally in a way that's not going to let them get themselves stuck in. Because I know what's coming. This is also slowing things down a fair bit at the moment. There's no need for that to be as it is, unless we're under threat. Got to remember to shut it up again, of course, but hey. So everything out back's alright. Batteries are surviving even though it's an eclipse, and we've got everything running. Looks like food stocks might be the next thing to worry about, especially if it's getting nice and warm in there. Notice how badly it vents through these doors. Might put a vent here, try and help the rest of the base keep warmer. That's working out alright, that's nice. Sort of temperature in there as it vents back in this way. About up here, 12, 13, yeah, it's kind of alright. It's so much marble apparently that we're going to do that bit first. Fine. Cool, that means one of these can now be set back to prisoner. Just need to build one for Drang, which will be this one once they've done it. Could have sworn I asked you to build that bit first. 5. Yeah, like that, exactly. See that? They built that entire thing without shutting themselves outside. It's amazing. Okay, now this thing needs to get the roof removed. Again, because that's going to get way hot in there. Nice. Okay, so now I can deconstruct all that lot and put in our next bedroom door. So the door's going to have to come first. And let's also... How the hell are they getting round outside? It's not going to take them much longer out there to finish that. Maybe I'll wait on stuff then. Let's make sure we got plenty of supplies of the stone we're going to need. It's not so far away from bases to be a problem. The twin doors is a bit unnecessary, isn't it? Let's hold that open. Don't know why I clicked reconnect as well. That's not going to help anything. And I can start thinking about stripping some of the maze backwards to line up with this, the same way I can start thinking... do I want to... Yeah, in fact, I might as well. I might as well. Look, folks, look, materials right there. And then, actually, as I mentioned before, bring the maze back a bit. I've not lined this up particularly well. Oh, yes, I have. No, that works fine. Because then this area up here can actually be used to expand the prisoner stuff. Maybe make them bigger. Get them out of this setup, which is not really how I wanted to do things, really. Doors look a bit weird when they're just left like that. Like held open and with nothing holding them up. That's cool, that should give them the materials needed to basically finish off down here. And I guess this means that this is also where this next new doorway is going to be. So this will be like there. There, disease plague. And get rid of those two. Not that yet. Just leave it sealed until I'm done. And then I can get rid of this, move it along to the edge. There's more space for turrets. There's more space for turrets in front of these turrets. Is it just not warning me down here about exotic goods traders anymore? I think it is. It's just missing from these messages. Addy's got the plague. Nicola's got the plague. We've got visitors from Uncle's Town. Because I noticed there's another one going out of range. Oh, I know why it is. It's because the blooming comms console's still off. Because I forgot to turn it back on again after the power issues. Dole. There's actually been a few traders and it was when the blooming console was off. Of course. Bet you Hodor's doing that. Yeah, he is. Look. If we can leave him with the mechanize... The only thing really he's missing, I mean, consciousness is terrible, but the only thing really he's missing is bionic limbs, and then he might actually be useful, because he's slow, but other than that, it'd be alright. Awesome. Well, I actually think that's a pretty good place to call the episode, and to be honest, I also have a suspicion that I should have called the episode a little while ago, actually. This one feels like it's going to be a super long one, so maybe I'll chop it. Who knows, maybe my sense of time is way out. I got it pretty good. Pretty well trained at hitting what I expect to be the timing every time, but that doesn't mean always. You guys no longer know how to get in. Why is that? Let's go and... Kieran, can you go and trade with these folks? Go, go, go! Because they've got 213, look. They've also got a Doomsday rocket launcher. An expensive Doomsday rocket launcher and a superior pump shotgun. Interesting selection of stuff. What are you up to, Cass? This looks like Cass trying to, bribe me into buying something super expensive so that I ramp the colony value up a huge amount. And I want to get rid of the triple rocket launchers before I'm tempted to use them. basically. Wow, I've got quite a few triple rocket launchers. 209, that works. I've got really quite a few. Look at them, there's loads of them. But that'll do, that'll do. So there you go, guys. A bit of progress made today. Actually, I'd say we've done all right. Given a lot of this is large-scale building, I think it's kind of going okay, not too badly. Didn't really fight off the Manhunter pack because they're acting a bit weird. Hopefully that fixes itself once this has happened and sort of done its thing. We're about to trap those inside. Yeah, but hopefully that fixes itself once that's kind of all sealed off. It is kind of what I was saying. What? What do you need? Oh, play. Okay, that worried me for a second. I was like, is there a fight going on or something? So yeah, not bad. Not bad. Wish I could have killed the Manhunters, but hey, this is kind of why I didn't want the entrance at the back, is because I suspected it would encourage them to start doing things that I didn't want them to do. So we might have to come up with an option for that, something to help. Maybe I just brick up the whole map up the top there, and then they have to go around. Doll has given birth. So a bunch of stuff to sort next episode, including the increasing pack of animals. I was warned that the Huskies would come thick and fast once you started letting them, especially as you can imagine that, look, we got a male, 2 males and a female out of the cubs, which means that then we've got, you can just see how this could go nuts. It also makes me think that maybe we don't need to bother with the iguanas quite yet. Or maybe I should, and it's just a massive meat source, and I need to set up like an animal pen out here. Maybe that's what's around the geo. Big animal pen room around the geothermal at this side. Something like that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then obviously... So I take that back. I've actually gone so over, I might as well do what I don't normally do, which is record 2 episodes in advance. So I guess you'll get 2 like 50-minute episodes out of this, because that was ages, and apologies for having to listen to the intro, outro, whatever you want to call it, twice. Sorry guys, messed up. But it does mean that I also haven't had a chance to look at my list to work out what we're going to call Drang and Goobia yet, so we'll have to wait a tiny bit for that. Why is Hodor oh, it says unconscious, but actually he's just asleep. Oh, he really is unconscious. Why is Hodor unconscious? Does he... The sensory mechanites are killing him. Shit. Okay. I did not expect that. I mean, it's a very peaceful way to go, but I don't actually want to kill Hodor. Believe it or not. Is Radish closer? Technically, ish. Go treat Hodor like ASAP before his consciousness drops to 0 and we kill him. Didn't realise it was that bad. We're going to use one of the expensive meds, because... Holy Christ. This might kill him. Oh, that'll be interesting. Group from Uncle's Town. Are these the ones that... Oh, no. These are the ones that are here, and I bet you they don't have anything interesting to sell, do you? The most useful man. Kieran, once again. Out you go. Wow, and now we're accompanied by strange noises from outside. Now, as I said, unfortunately today is window open day because it is just way too hot. I think last I checked it was about 33 degrees in my room. Celsius, of course, which is more than I'm particularly comfortable with. You have one component. Oh, you got cheap meds for once. That's nice. That makes a change. Okay, so let's sell you more triple rocket launchers. This is probably the point where everyone's like, no, why did I wanted to say that in the comments? Keep the rocket launchers in case, I don't know what happens, a thing happens that you want rocket launchers for. I don't know, what would I want rockets? I'm just going to blow myself up with them, you guys know it. You guys know it. So now I might expand these prisons out so they're a bit nicer, use this extra space, or do I take it back further? Nah, I think that's a good distance. See, look, I even reloaded the game, hence why it's making me reselect all the blocks again. They even got that far, so Goobia's got a bedroom. This isn't really getting done because I think they're busy getting everything outside sorted. Wow, that's almost finished. That's going to be sweet, and then we can get another geo down. Then power is not going to be any sort of problem. We can pipe both geos into the base for heating. So that's going to be pretty cool as well. Hodor is no longer incapable of walking. How are you doing, bro? 32. He's come back up again. Everything's still breaking down. That's a shame. I thought we were going to be able to fix you, but I don't think we can leave you with that. He needs the treatment, otherwise the pain gets so high he loses consciousness and basically kills himself. GG. You guys having fun in there at least? I should really speed up a bit further as well, shouldn't I? Now, there was some work going on to try and finally get all the blooming stuff into the walls. All the power conduits actually into the walls throughout the base. Get rid of all of the remaining garbage walls. And I was doing alright, but I keep getting distracted. Like, we're starting to get rid of it in places. It sounds like the noise of people deconstructing stuff, but where? It's not here, and this is where I would expect it to be. Mad animal, mad dromedary. Does that mean we've got dromedary on the map? Possibly, possibly not. If we do, it might be hunting time. We do. Oh, hang on. Wonder what killed that. Does that mean we've got some sort of wild animal? Cougar Patrol, where are you? Yeah, something's bitten off, indeed, torn out. Yeah, there's a cougar around somewhere. Where's the cougar? There. Found it. Okay, cougar hunt. Who are we going to take? Drang is unarmed and has a shield. Let's get that sorted, shall we? What we got for you? Maybe a sniper? All of those snipers turned out poor quality. That's kind of sad. Radish can come. Billy can come. Atomic Nom with the shotty can come. And so can Eldred. And maybe Tim as well. That seems like a suitable cougar hunting patrol. Well, cougar and angry dromedary hunting patrol. So there's the dromedary. Was the dromedary. Now, where's the cougar? She was up here. There. Which is a bit of a problem, because those guys are actually probably already on their way to Hall. Yeah, one of them was already going for that corpse right next to the cougar. Look, 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 look. No, Ash. Get right down here. Okay, so let's just have a few of them with the longer range weapons start firing, and then... Okay, that was easy. And given you're here... Eldrick can't haul, what about you, Ash? Given you're here, let's just haul the meat back while we're at it, shall we? Cool. Cougar dealt with. I should probably have a quick check to make sure there's no other obvious corpses around the map. Last thing I want to do is lose everyone to a cougar. Okay, the other thing I should probably be doing, I've left it this long because it actually stops the stuff from deteriorating. But probably about time I started reclaiming some of this metal and walls and so on that are still around. Do you reckon we'll get so far as to that, Geo, or will the colony be long gone by that point? Shield user has range weapon. Yes, well, I kind of hoped you were going to drop the shield, actually. Just anywhere. That's a nice personal shield. We're going to want that. Poor mood. Someone is pissed with me. As usual. Bit of hunting happening. Now let's get... Addy. Colonist needs treatment. What happened to you? Oh, again, plague. Plague. That's fine. I'm worried there for a second. Where should we have the doors? On the front or on the back? I mean, in the end, we're not really going to come out in that direction, are we? So it might as well be on this side. Sapper trap never worked, so I think I might end up getting rid of that and just going back to what I was doing previously. It seemed to make more sense than this. This hasn't made much sense at all. Aha! Have you done this little bit? Nope. Not even. Components looking alright. Maybe it's time. People keep complaining at me for not researching, so given we've got power sorted again, maybe it's time to keep going with the research. Give Hodor something to do when he's not sleeping. Poor little Hodor. Don't mind me, I'm just going to build some floor in your bedroom while you're asleep. Sense was made. Plenty of storage. With that door there, maybe I want to cut a bit more off the side of this so that I can... Who wants to bet? Let's copy the settings, because who wants to bet when I do the delete zones, it's actually going to delete the whole thing. It's normally what happens. Why? Why was that necessary, eh? The answer is, it was not. It did it anyway. Which just hopefully means that they'll get through there a bit easier and nicer. That one spot of floor that hasn't actually got a marble tile slapped on it. I think it is. Yep. Same with down here. But yeah, as soon as we got this area contained, it's then time to start thinking about animals, because I really, really don't fancy having them continue to breed like they are. So we're going to need to copy and split the animal area and then make two. One for the ladies and one for the boys. Fresh, spoils in 10 days, that's fine, we'll grab you. God knows what killed that. Aha! This is what I was looking for. We got a female. I think there's a female we already had, wasn't it? I mean, it doesn't hurt to get another female. We're after the eggs, so... Suppose we can tame that one, but let's see if we can find a male. What's the old double click? No. A single iguana and no more. Easier to see them when they're moving. Thinking about it, might as well unpause. More dromedaries to hunt. But yeah, only a female iguana so far. God knows why you wouldn't be hauling that. We most definitely killed it ourselves. We shot it with guns. No, sadly there is no iguana. Oh, there's the other iguana, I suppose. That was nice and easy. Iguana 2, yep. However, still need the male. Come on, where's the male at? Supplies of everything else are looking relatively solid. What? Ah, that must have been animal revenge again. That makes those silly noises, and then if you don't look at just the right time, you miss it completely. Bit annoying that if it bleeds to death, they don't bother considering it as their own kill, and so you've got to keep kind of an eye on what the hunters are doing, even if you think you've set them up all right. No need for Mega Scarab. I'm doing the iguana hunt because with two now, we're just feeding them for no reason. Ooh, new lovers, Deadweight and Gubia. That didn't take them long. They just met. Only just joined the colony, and they're like, sure, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Well, that saves some of the bedroom problems. Wonder whose bedroom they'll use. Well, it can't be that one, can it? So, go back to prisoners. It's going to have to be this one. Oh, nice. Title, Ash Wasp. Representation of Decagon while capturing white echidna? That's a strange name. Roughly and amateurishly. Kicking echidna for no obvious reason. Yeah, okay. These guys make some strange stuff. No one has any interest in doing that door. They just want to do all this stuff out here. Well, that's Drang's bed. Well, that's not great. Oh, that's do we already have Deadweight's bed, or have I just like basically just stuck him out in the? I don't want to be a. I don't want a Mega Scarab. I don't know why they would self-tame. I don't want one. Do they fight back if you slaughter them? One would hope not, but because Mega Scarabs are nasty. At least in melee, obviously. If you can catch them with a gun, then yeah, a bit better. But for the most part, they tend to be pretty vicious. So, all right, we'll slaughter that and see what happens. Hopefully not. Nice, nice. We're done. We're done down the bottom. Check that out. These colonists are starving 2 feet from a meal. Who could it be? Only Hodor. Only Hodor. Cool. So this is now. You get the sort of layout, and then these continue. So what, they're 9 long each, aren't they? So check that's on there. Do. Oh, they're 9 including both ends of the wall. So that's there, and then usefully. That's there. That should leave us with a 7 internal space. Yep. That can be reinstalled somewhere else. And finally, there's a snowman in the way. Can you, please? There's quite a lot of junk that needs doing there, but hey. Let's make sure. Oh, there it is. Addy's in bed. Addy, bro, you want to be getting out of there, like, really quite quickly, my friend. God damn it. Okay. So, sorry guys, everyone's getting woken up, because I suspect they're going to chase Addy out immediately. Oh, no, 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 not Kiran there. Kiran up there, and then we take animals up there. Draver, Jurgen, Decagon. Yep, up there. Amber and Ash sleeping in one massive room. Let's do this before I forget. Might not be relevant very shortly, but let's do it now anyway. If they follow, then you guys are going to want to come down this direction, I suspect. God, Addy, how do you get yourselves into these positions? Somehow it's always Addy. Well, it happened at night. That's something. It happened in... I mean, this has turned out to be a really bad test, because the whole point was to leave this place dark, so that I could see whether or not that was going to help affect the spawning, which, of course, then actually lit it, which means it's definitely not going to work. Okay, risky. Move it, Addy. Get out of that room before the bugs spawn. That's BS. That is so much BS. What am I supposed to do about that? Because I think they're going to continue beating on him as well. It means this place is going to have to be cleared out like super fast. How badly hurt are you, Addy? It could be worse, given he just got laid into by a whole bunch of bugs, but that means that those bugs are going to have to be taken down real fast. Let's make sure that this is held open, because that will encourage them to come out. Ash and Amber down the end here. Okay, this means that now it's time to set up the firing lines. Gubia doesn't even have a weapon, and is terrible, so maybe not. Let's redraft Kieran to make sure they go up there. Eldred, get down. worried that Radio Radish is about to get shot in the back. Don't hit the dogs. Cool. Decagon, Jurgen. And Gooby is probably too dangerous to even consider using. Amber, do you want to... Let's hold that open temporarily and get you back on the corner so you can be shooting up from the other direction. Drang! No! Go Gravelfoot. Oh, right there now. Look at this. Look at the cheeky bastards. Okay. Drang does actually have a gun. Should have moved. I didn't have time to move these guys, did I? To be honest. Still, how are these doing? Injured, injured, injured. They're going to die quick, but perhaps not quick enough. These turrets really do not want to be connected now, because that one will just mow into all of our colonists. This one, probably not a good idea either. Max and Gravel, you want to... Max back down again, Gravelfoot back down again. Who did we get down? Decagon, Nicola. Dragon, Jurgen, Max, Decagon, Nicola, yep. And there is a Mega Spider in shock. There's a full health one. Ugh. And then there's a few Speleopedes left, I think. Okay, so Gravelfoot, Nicola and Decagon. Health, not too bad. Ironic, look at that, right eye bionic, left eye cut out, fresh. Pair of bionic eyes for you, I guess. And can I not get Decagon? How's Decagon looking? Only 70%, so in reality, the worst off is probably... Worst off is looking like Nicola at the moment. Everyone else is just injured. So Gravel, do you want to go and rescue Nicola with that elite shield of yours? Melee attack, Speleopede. No, just melee attack, Speleopede. Well, that was quick and dramatic. Right, who else we got? Dragon, Jurgen, and Max all need to go and get treated. Dragon, Jurgen, Max. Which means that you folks are responsible for hive killing. I could have sworn I asked someone to rescue Decagon. Okay, you folks. The dogs are just eating on the corpses, nice. GG Dags. Did Kieran undraft himself? I believe he probably did. Xavier and Gravelfoot could do with getting about the usual. Kieran, where are you, man? Can you get a go on some treatment, please? Carrying on, removing armor vest. I would much rather you got into bed, actually, and just healed yourself up a bit. That seems like a much better plan. You guys want to come down and help on this one too? Nice, and then I guess I should find one of the melee folks to go and do some meleeing to death in this area. Is Kieran running backwards forwards treating, or is he being annoying and not doing so? He is being annoying and not doing so. So what do we want? Health, Addy, 98%, fine. 51%, 65. So Addy first. Addy came out of that room. Of course, Addy first. Addy was the one that managed to somehow survive them coming up in his bedroom. Well, that was a bit of a dramatic extra few minutes. Flipping hell. Oh. They do like to test you a little bit in this with the... Those are so vicious, just appearing right in the middle of everything. Like on top of someone's bed, literally. That's horrible. Gooby, are you a doctor? Have I not gone... Yeah, because I never went through and set Gooby's stuff up. Probably, given her passion, not a bad idea to have another doctor thinking about it. Don't want another cook, thanks. Smith Taylor? No, that doesn't sound like much of a plan. What I think you should be doing is hauling, not researching. That's Hodor's job. Hauling and cleaning sounds like an idea. How are we looking spread-wise? Cleaning's more prioritised. And then construct repair? Smith Taylor. Yeah, construct repair and Smith Taylor. Easily solved, cool, and when we get here, I suppose that Gooby has probably not also got one of these. And Decagons is all very odd. Like it had shifted along a little bit. Strange, strange. Nice, I think that should be us mostly recovered. No, 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 no. Get the treatments done. Let's also rebuild the bits of the bases that they decided to chew through. That can be closed. Looks like Addy's gonna sleep on a bed of jelly. Because why not? And I still have yet to find a melee person to finish those off. Gravelfoot, I know you're relaxing socially. Well, staring at the sky, I imagine, watching clouds. But I would rather like you to come over here and kill these things. Thank you. Phew, well that was interesting, if to say the least. That might as well be held open, to be honest. It's not doing anything else, is it? So Nice high priority on the cleaning and so on, so that they actually get it all done nice and quick, because they aren't even restricted at the moment. I never did that because it was inside. Break down sandstone door, and we've got one pregnant husky at the moment. So before I end the episode, because I think that's a pretty good spot, let me do a quick iguana search. We really want that male iguana because those eggs are going to be the source of our meat, basically. That's the thinking. It's winter meat. But in order to do so, I kind of need another iguana. And unfortunately, there's also no easy way of doing this that I know of, other than once you've found one, double-clicking on it to see more than one. I suppose doing what I was doing before and leaving it unpaused does help, because if they're moving around, they do stand up pretty easy. But no, there's no iguana here. No iguana. What there is a colony that resolutely remains still alive. More progress, starting to get this sort of whole bedroom bit here done, and that wall's in the wrong place. Starting to get this whole bedroom bit here done, which is fairly cool. Gonna be decent. Interesting, that actually did need to be a door anyway, so that's fine. One there. And you actually building a door there? You should be building a door there. Yeah, so we've got a fair bit done. Connected up this bottom bit. About to start working around outside so that we can kind of include and incorporate all of this area into the base. Gives us loads more room for bedrooms. Can maybe re-efficiency stuff a bit as well. Like this whole area around here, maybe the common room gets moved. Don't know. Maybe we continue these racks of rooms down here side. Not sure. Interested to see what you guys have to say about that. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed these two. One, whatever. Yeah. Indeed, that thing. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not going to do the whole thing again because you've heard it enough times by this point. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you next time. Woo!